Doing the dishes, scrubbing the plates. All done. Oh, hey! Hey everyone, welcome back to CraftWorks. I was just finishing up the dishes after our Thanksgiving dinner. Lots of cleanup to do over in the Great Hall, but it was well worth having everybody over. And then I went and got some puppies. So this is Stormer. She's based on my dog from real life back when I was a kid. I had a black Cocker Spaniel, so I've been looking for a black dog in Minecraft for like months now, since the very beginning. And then this is Lasagna, and I'm gonna thank Toblox and Isabox and Lucis Goose for giving me names until we came up with Lasagna. It was fun. I wasn't recording. You know, sometimes you're just online hanging out with people and just hanging out, getting names for dogs and stuff and just chatting. And I love it. I love doing that kind of stuff. I hope you get to do stuff like that with your friends too. So anyway, things we need to do today. I need to put an interior so I can feel like this bottom floor is finally finished, and then we'll be able to start working on the upper floors. But Oda said he's gonna meet me down at the flower farm, so we need to go down there and meet up with him. He said he had a question to ask me. Holes.
Oh, hey Millie, there was one other thing I wanted to ask you.
Oh yeah, what's up?
Hold on, what is this back here?
What? Roses?
No, this.
Candy?
Past the roses.
Oh, what the? What in the? I was literally just there. Like, I've never seen this before.
So this isn't part of the build you were working on, huh?
No. No, why would I build something so close to a...
Whoa.
Oh.
I think I know what this might be.
Oh, it's...
I'm like in a generic sense.
In a generic, this is that I'm pretty darn sure that's a tombstone.
Yeah.
Gosh. Oh, that's a interesting looking skull. It's got flowers growing on it.
It's kind of beautiful in a morbid way.
Yeah. Living down here. I wonder if... Yeah, you know, I haven't told you too much about what I found up there, but I found some books and things up there, and there's kind of a story about a lady who moved down here into the flower forest when her husband maybe or son kind of went crazy or something up there.
Oh. Oh wow.
Every single one of these so far has had books buried. Should we... I mean, I don't like decimating graves necessarily, but I've also been doing that all season, so, is there anything?
Do a little
there
grave
is.
robbing and, ooh. This isn't grave robbing, this is archaeology.
Oh yeah, you know a lot about archaeologists. Dasclos
right.
would approve if we, just, as long as we did it carefully, right?
I don't know that I would mention this to him.
Oh, okay. No, nobody say anything to
Nothing.
Oda's friend Dasclos. No. There's a book in here.
Is there? Oh wow.
Ooh. Okay. Let me see what it says. We have existed here as long as I could remember, but maybe that thing exists here too. Maybe it was here before any of us drew our first breath. We didn't know of its existence, nor did it show itself for as long as records were kept. I just knew that something was there. Something watched us through the colorful cherry blossoms, took note of our existence, and planned. Oh, this is kind of... I'm gonna put this...
That sounds pretty intense.
back for now. But, that's a great find, Oda. I'm so glad you had better eyes. Like, I've been planting azaleas and stuff through here and totally didn't notice it. And then I got blown up, like, 10 blocks away from here, so...
Wow, this is fascinating. Oh, boy.
We're gonna kind of just cover it up for now. And then, yeah, I'm gonna have to probably do a little bit more digging with that book here and, see if maybe you'll give me some more answers, because, I mean, look, my curse has come up a little bit. It's not as bad.
Oh yeah, I see the blue is retreating a little bit down
Yeah,
down your
and my
ankles.
eyes aren't purple anymore, so I'm not sure whether it's because I haven't been spending as much time up there, or whether it's because, you know, we had a good interaction for Thanksgiving or something.
Yeah.
Or Izzy's gotten cursed. I don't know. Like,
Maybe the curse is transferred.
maybe, I don't know. We'll have to swing back with Izzy later. But oh, what were you wanting to?
Oh, I was just gonna mention that I might need a little bit of interior help from you eventually with the Clue Mansion, because I've got
Ooh.
a lot of rooms to decorate in there.
You do it. That is absolutely enormous and huge. And yeah, you know I'm always up for that. So.
Awesome, cool.
Well, I will see you later, and if I find anything more about this kind of stuff, I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know. This is this is fascinating. I would love to hear how this story goes.
All right, I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, now that Oda's gone, let's get back and take a look at this book. I said I wasn't going to actually dig into this too far, but you know what? I am too curious about this book. And, look at that. On the last page, there's a small sketch of the house. We need to build it. And I think it should be built here, somewhere near her grave. So let me clear out this land. And we're going to kind of like take down some of these trees around here. And we'll leave this here just for now. But I'm very excited to see what this house might look like. Let's get doing some terraforming and get ready to build this thing. The spot has been cleared out. The schematics have been figured out according to the pictures in the book. And I have 4 full shulker boxes worth of supplies all ready to go. So I think we need to do a little bit of heavy duty building. I haven't done any heavy duty building since up there in the keep. And obviously we need to do interiors too, but let's get a build done and then we can focus on what I really like to do, obviously, is the interiors portion of this video. So let's go with, oh, what is this called? What will this build be? Well, it's going to be Sophia's house and I don't know what we'll call it, but we'll come up with a name for it too. Let's begin.
My husband was a loving man. He helped me raise our son Ivan into a strong, fierce warrior who loved this land as much as I did. But my husband Alfred changed the moment Ivan was old enough to hold his very first sword. He became darkly paranoid of the oldest oak trees. He refused to leave the keep when leaves or blossoms grew among those branches. "It's watching us even now," he'd murmur. And he'd look out the keep's glossy windows into the bright afternoon sun. "I will have them chopped down to build our keep." And he did. Every single oak tree within sight of the keep came down one fateful summer. Alfred knew how much I loved those trees. They provided so much life and joy that I started to leave the mountain and venture down into the orchards and gardens in the valley. I think he knew I wasn't happy there in the keep, where all of the flowers, trees, bushes, and green were wiped from the mountaintop. But I would spend more and more time in the valley to the point that on one of Alfred's better days, he hired a team to build me a house there. You shouldn't be in the trees. Let me build a second home where you'll be safe from it. From what, though, Alfred? I waved my hand toward the expansive valley, the trees full of apples and pears, the wildflowers growing along pathways. There's nothing there to be afraid of, but for the stray hornet's nest. It's watching us, even from here, Alfred stated. His eyes were always hollow, and he stared at the valley without blinking. I don't like it, and if it weren't for the fact we need to eat, I'd have cut them all down. You're mad, you know that, don't you? You need help. There's nothing here to harm you. I looked around for our son. He was outside in the training grounds where he spent most days, practicing sword and shield. And what should we tell Ivan? I don't think he should live here with you in this state. If this thing you go on about is as dangerous as you say. Alfred's eyes grew clear almost immediately. He will remain here and keep the promise. And then he was gone from my company. I didn't see Alfred again as I moved down into the valley the next day. I watched from afar as the keep slowly started to crumble. Those that left the mountain, one by one, were pale shadows of themselves. They had hollow eyes and grayish-green skin. Those in the orchard, including myself, closed doors and shutters, ignored their moans. By night, they would become violent and pound on the walls until I would scream to keep the sound at bay. By day, they would be gone again. No longer was the keep lit every night. No longer did it glow brilliantly with the parties and festivals of when I was a young mother. One single solitary light shone in the upper window where my Ivan kept his rooms.
So just a special shout out to Milly's mom for doing the vocals and the narration for today's episode and for building this awesome house. Sophia's house was built by Alfred and his team after chopping down all of the dark oak and all of the oldest logs that used to reside up on the mountain. And, you know, so did that. That's why, like, there's so much dark oak everywhere. And I wanted to have it very, very vibrant, very colorful. As you can see, I use little strips of the crimson, lots of the warped woods, little pops of orange here and there. And as you can see from the roofline, if we free cam up here, lots of orange sandstone and different blocks you may not have thought about using in a build at all. I love how that kind of, the prismarine sort of changes color and kind of merges in with the warped blocks. And then sometimes it's a little bit more green, etc. But I still need to, I need to spawn proof it. I still need to light it up a little bit more, but we're gonna go through real quick and just kind of take a look at the house itself and in the interiors. You may not have seen as much of that from the replay, so we're gonna put down some signs as we go. This is going to be the foyer, or the foyer. This is a bedroom with a little closet back in here. So there's a little cute little closet back in there. And we're just going to go bedroom 1. This leads out into kind of either an office space or kind of a gardening shed. Like, I'm not entirely sure yet. I might open more of this up to have more windows on these walls with the blocks. I kind of imagine Sophia coming out here when she's younger, doing some gardening, and then coming up in here to put away her tools. So it might be a half and half kind of build, like some tools and a washing station for her hands and places for her pots, etc. And then it maybe open up this and have some more glass and have some actual plants inside, kind of like a greenhouse. But if we come in here, this is going to be the living space. So this is just the living room. This is going to be the dining area, so there's going to be a big dining table here. And that leads you back to the foyer right there. And in here, obviously, kitchen with a nice checkerboard pattern. And it would give you kind of an in and out, like you would have this way into the kitchen and then out to be right here at the dining room table. And now if we head on upstairs, there is a balcony, which is above that little green room area. Perfect to kind of come out here and gaze upon the keep and the Great Hall and some of the flower farms. We will be covering that up in a later episode. I think I'm going to cover this with kind of a barn-looking thing, possibly. And then some of these others might have some greenhousey looking things to it. I want to be able to cover them up eventually and have just little builds, but they're going to be very plain. I have my big flower mosaic that kind of mimics what we have going on up here in both of the keep and the Great Hall. And then this is just sort of like a little landing area or sitting area. This is bedroom number 2. And we'll have like a big double bed here against the headboard. This is just a little closet underneath the stairs. Nice view of the flowers and the cherry blossom trees from here, which is really amazing. And then lastly, just a little upstairs area up here. Attic space, possibly. I wanted to have another spot where we could kind of look out that way and look back towards the setting sun. So it might become an office, might be something else. I kind of picture like maybe a little office desk here just watching the sunset. And it also gives you a good view of the mosaic that's up here on the wall and able to look down at the fireplace down there. So that is going to be it for Sophia's house for now. We do need to get back up to the keep, and we need to put in the bottom part of that floor up there. We will eventually get to this. I'm not going to leave this empty. It is going to be fully decorated before all is said and done. We're going to take it a little bit at a time. I kind of like the idea of building big things and little things and kind of going back and forth. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go back and build a small thing now. And then other things to come. So let's head on back to the keep and get some bunk beds going. Alright, the bottom floor of the keep is finally complete with the bunk beds. Now, I thought about putting even more bunks because in the story there was way more people here, but it just kind of made sense how I put it here. They have a little bit of a desk, lots of reading, individual chests for everybody to store their stuff in, a little bit of extra books. Little seats when they have downtime, place to have their armor, lookout glass in case they need to grab it really quick and run upstairs and see what there is to see. Not like there's much to see from where we're at except for that sunflower. And then like an axe and just a little bit of other stuff. So not a ton, not a lot of stuff needed to go in here. I just wanted to have it finished and ready to go so that we can start doing the other levels of this build. But you know what's coming up, Stormer? you know what's coming up? The holidays! Not just Thanksgiving, but Christmas and New Year's and all of the other Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and all of those fun holidays are coming up. And we are actually going to be building a Christmas winter village this year. Huzzah! And I've actually marked it on the nether roof, a place that we're gonna go. So before we leave, let's go check that out and we'll start making plans on what's coming up. Ta-da! And Goose said he marked out some red terracotta so we can mark our areas. And it is a village. I kind of took control of this thing because I really wanted to do a Christmas thing this year. And put it out here in this cute little Christmas, winter village. So we could kind of have a template to start with. We could put some spruce trees around. We have this really nice frozen lake / river thing, and if we kind of come up here to fly around, there's this awesome ice spikes biome here. There's this frozen ocean area over here with the polar bears. And I think we'll be able to pretty easily make kind of like a boat race course or something along around this island itself through here. And yeah, there's not a lot of village here, so it will give us a lot of space to build whatever we want out here. And I'm gonna land on this little igloo here. So, more to come. I can't wait to see this cursed thing will go down even further when I'm out here and not anywhere near the keep and all of the cursed mountain, etc. But we will see. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thanks again to Momma Milly for helping me with some vocals. Thank you, Oda, for helping me find some more lore. Always a pleasure working with you. And to everyone else, love you all very, very much. Give yourselves a hug from me, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone. Yeah, we even have a nice little villager set. They're wearing cute little blue outfits, and looking forward to it. You guys ready to be hijacked for Christmas? Yeah? Yeah, looking forward to it? All right. Sounds good. Bye, all.